Hello.
Hi,
Thank you.
all good.
Thank you. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. All right. So you're going to play Cathy, and I'll be the counselor.
Sounds good.
Okay. Might just turn this up. Hi, Cathy.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for being here today.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. I know. I've read your intake form. I understand there's a lot going on for you, so I really appreciate you taking the time and coming here today.
Thanks very much. Yeah, it's so much going on.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
like there is.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot. So, and I mean, that's what we're here today to kind of do together in collaboration, is kind of figure out how I can help you move forward, and get the resources and supports that you need today. Okay.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should introduce myself. My name's Bianca. So
Oh,
I'm the counsellor here at Indigo Community Services and Health Hub. So today what we're doing is going through we've gone through you've gone through the intake form, which I can see. But what I'm here to do today is, as I said, kind of support you in the best way um, that you would like to be supported, and what I can do to help you. So I just want to let you know this is a safe space here as well, and we go at your pace, okay, Cathy?
yeah. Thank you. Is it
Yeah,
okay if you call me Cass? Oh,
totally.
do you not
Yeah,
mind?
yeah.
Oh, thank you. It's just my partner and it's just I'm trying to start again. I really want to do everything I can, and that's one of the things I want to do is just change my name to Cass.
Yeah, amazing. I can definitely call you
Oh,
Kath. Yeah.
thank you.
Sounds like a really self-aware thing to do. So,
Oh, thank
yeah.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's okay. Kath, do you need would you like a water or a tea or anything like that?
Oh, thanks so much for asking. I just had a cuppa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
great. No worries. Well, have you accessed any counselling before?
Yeah. So I've been, after I had like we had a AVO and like the court helped me do that, and that
Okay.
one of the people there suggested to get like a little bit of help, and the nurse said too, the practitioner nurse I've been in. So I've been getting a little bit. I've only got like a couple of sessions left, and I'm finding it's actually helping.
Amazing. Oh, I'm really happy to
Yeah.
hear that. That's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like it's been beneficial for you so far.
Yeah, I wasn't sure at first because like I'm really
Mm.
nervous like starting new things because it's just been well, you've read all my stuff, so I'm a bit
Yeah.
nervous about it all. But yeah, it's been going good.
Yeah, I completely understand why you would be nervous about starting new things, but it also sounds like you're being really proactive, and you're really showing up and you're here today. So yeah,
Oh, thank
you're doing
you.
well, Kath.
Oh,
Um,
thanks.
I know that you said you've had a few sessions, but what I was hoping to do here is just to go over a few things first before we got stuck into it. And they're just things around confidentiality and privacy and duty of care. Would that be okay?
Yeah, that sounds familiar, like what I've been doing with the trauma counselor. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
just to kind of so you understand and set some expectations on what to expect here. But what we discuss here stays private and confidential. So that means that it's between us.
yeah.
Whatever you say here, unless there's serious risk of harm to you or to somebody else, vulnerable person or child or children, or if I'm legally required to do so. So if there's a subpoena, something of that nature. But I would try and discuss that with you first, before if any of that was to happen. Okay. And you sometimes see me writing things down and scribbling, so I'm taking case notes, and those things are just to reflect upon, so we know and kind of can track our progress throughout the session. So it's a good way to kind of see where we're at, and some of those goals we can kind of work towards. So I'll be taking those, and those are kept securely on the premises here in a locked filing cabinet, so only authorized access to that. Okay, so that's also private and confidential there as well.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I just wanted to also talk about my scope of practice. So when we discuss things, I'm here to help you with all those supports here as well. But what we also do in collaboration is work with other people like psychologists and, for instance, trauma counselors as well, and any services that you may need to kind of help assist you in the best support possible. So sometimes it's out of my expertise or training, and I will refer you out. But I will chat with you about that before that happens as well.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah.
I know it's a lot, but does
Yeah,
that
but
all sound okay?
yeah, I think I've taken that all in. Like when you're talking about safety, I did kind of think, oh, because I feel safe. Like I'm with mum and dad, and I feel really safe. But
Mhm.
yeah, I want to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love
Yeah,
to hear about that.
thank you.
So, look, I understand that we had the intake consent form that you've already signed, but
Yeah.
I'll just kind of need your consent to move forward with this now that you kind of understand what we've spoken about. Do I have your consent, Kath, to keep moving forward here?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yep,
Okay,
yeah,
beautiful. So as I said, my head
yeah.
might be down, but I'm kind of just going through your intake form whilst we do this as well. So I'm here and I'm present with you. And if at any point you feel like this is a bit much or however you may feel, you just let me know and we can kind of have a break.
Oh, thank you so much. It's so kind.
It's okay. I'm here to support you. So in saying that, what would you like to chat with me about? How can I best assist you today? What would you like to tell me about?
Yeah, I'm sort of. I suppose I should start with the biggest thing on my mind at the moment is, um, like getting a job, like
Mm-hmm.
because I don't. Oh, it's probably going to all come out at once because I've got so much in my brain. Because
Mm-hmm.
I really want to be like I want to be really active about doing stuff, getting stuff done for the kids. But I
Mm-hmm.
need a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know that because like when I left like Sydney City proper and come back into my area, like in Dharawal, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm reconnecting with some of my mob, but like and that's not hard because like for an Aboriginal woman, you can't just change mobs. So, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm reconnecting with my family, but I'm sort of just like a little bit worried about his other mob, getting in
Mm-hmm.
touch. So I'm staying away from all those aunties and uncles and just staying in my own little Dharawal mob, and that way I'm a lot
Mm-hmm.
safer. Mum and Dad thought that'd be a good idea too. So I've
Okay.
just completely cut that part of everything off.
Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing
Yeah.
that you've moved and you're wanting to connect with your mob, but you're also still there's that little bit of safety issue there at the moment. And are you feeling
Yeah.
safe? Like,
Oh
how are
yeah,
you
yeah,
feeling?
yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I feel really safe. Like I'm through the worst of it, and but we just had to leave in such a hurry that I don't have like a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been going to op shops and things like that, and oh, my boy is just nuts with shoes. He just like destroys shoes like they're lollies. He just doesn't want to wear them, and he just throws them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But so I just like clothes and like vouchers and
Okay.
stuff like that, just to get me by until I can get a job.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, okay. So when you're speaking about your children and your boy, can you tell me a little bit more about your kids? How have they been going since the move as well?
Well, it's been all right on Karen. So Karen's my girl. She's 12
Mhm.
months old. Oh, she's
Yep.
so cute too, hey.
They're so
And
cute at that
yeah,
age. Oh
yeah,
my
she's
gosh.
doing all the super cute stuff.
Oh,
And she's walking really well. She seems
beautiful.
okay. Like
Okay.
yeah, I think kids are like pretty resilient. Like,
Mhm.
but Joseph, he's not bouncing back as
Okay.
fast as I know he's been through a lot, but he seems, very quiet compared with what he was, and I'm a bit worried about him. But so, I think Aaron will be all right, but I think he needs a bit of counselling too.
Yeah,
So I'd
okay.
like that for him to help him
Yeah.
heal. Yeah,
Hmm.
because we've
Yeah.
been through a lot. Hey.
Oh, yeah, from what I've read and from what you've told me, it's been really hard,
Oh,
really, really difficult time for you, and your
yeah.
children, and the amount of resilience and strength that you've shown in moving yourself out of that situation and now really wanting the best for you and your kids is just an amazing thing. So,
Oh,
I really believe that with the right supports as well, you will go exactly where you want to go.
Oh,
Done an amazing job. I can hear that you really love and care about your children.
oh,
And
yeah.
you're concerned when you said Joe's not bouncing back and that shift in behavior. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah. So, like, he's always been a real bright, bubbly kid.
Mm-hmm.
He is just full of life, and now he's just real quiet.
Okay.
The things that he used to want to do real quickly, it takes him a lot longer to, and he's not going to school. I feel like a really bad mum, hey, but
Okay. Mm-hmm.
like mum and dad said something about like a form that I could like fill out with the government, like to
Mm-hmm.
exempt him. And I know that I've got to do that. But do you know what? I've had so much on my plate, I don't know how to do that.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. And I'm sure that everything kind of feels a little bit overwhelming, and and that's why we're here to kind of work through
Oh,
that together. And
yeah.
how old's Joe? So I
So
can
he's 8. He's
He's
gonna be
8. Okay.
9 soon. And like
Okay.
Damien, my ex, he
Mhm.
always didn't want to like label him, but he's got a really severe hearing impairment. I've been talking to the
Okay.
nurse about it, right?
Mhm.
And I know as a good mum that he needs help, right? Like,
Yeah.
and I know like mum and dad said he could get like a little bit of NDIS help, but I don't know where to start. Hey, I'm like, it's
Mhm.
way over my head.
Okay, so I'm hearing that you're concerned about his hearing impairment, and perhaps getting him in school is a goal and something we can work with that on. I'm thinking with the area that you're in, just off the top of my head as well, and I've obviously worked with a lot of different people in this area, but we've got Lismore Public, which has a hearing class. It's quite inclusive of hearing impairments there. So with you mentioning that, what I can do is maybe, if with your consent, verbal consent, I'd be able to kind of do a warm referral where I contact them. It's not necessarily a referral in that sense, but I contact them on your behalf and ask about the enrollment process, what you would need in terms of documents, because I also understand that documents might be a little bit hard to come by with the move. So I
Yeah,
also have organizations to help with that, and I can explain that to the school, if you want them to understand, I guess, a little bit of the background of Joseph.
yeah.
I can start that enrollment process and kind of see what you need. But if you're not comfortable going in there on your own as well, we do have a Aboriginal liaison that could kind of assist and take you to the school as
Oh,
well, if you're
yeah.
happy
I
with
didn't
that.
I didn't think of that. That'd be great. Yeah, a bit of
Okay.
support would be good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because obviously, like, you've spoken about your mob, and um, you have identified as Aboriginal on the forms, and I'm more than happy if you're wanting to be led into like the Aboriginal led and owned services that are culturally safe and competent. Is that something that you're wanting to connect with?
Yeah, because I want to get in with the social and just, hook in with all of that because I've missed out on
Okay.
so much. I've been like separated from all that for a long time. Because like
Yeah.
my family just said, you're on your own. Not that they don't love
Mm.
me, but like I've been like estranged from them for a while, away from
Mhm.
them. And I want to connect back in. So, and I'm
Mhm.
just really aware, like I'm really nervous and worried about if things don't work with mum and dad and my family, I got nothing.
Mm.
So I really want to make it work.
Yeah, I can hear that. That's a
Yeah.
big thing. You really do want to make it work, and you're getting all the steps in line for that to happen. And I feel like once you've found um, that mob again and that social connection, and it can be through schools, it can be through employment, that you're able to then find that foundation for you again. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
hear that that's really important to you, and we could also make that another one of our goals perhaps here as well.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah.
I got some things that I want to do, like Damien wouldn't let me do stuff for so long, just
Mm.
oh, God, he was a control freak. Hey, he just wanted to take
Mm.
over everything. And I couldn't even go out with friends. I
Mhm.
just couldn't do anything. Sorry, that's probably overshare, but I just,
No,
the
Cass.
stuff I want to do. I
Mhm.
want to do like tree planting and do some bush tucker courses. And
Mm.
like, I've got all these things I just want to do.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah,
And it sounds like you really want to connect to culture and country, and
yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah.
a big part of who you are. And for so long, sounds like you were isolated from that, and that social connection, and you're looking to reconnect. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It feels right.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, with the in terms of Joseph's school, so what we'll do is, yeah, like you said, you're happy to do that. I'll contact Liz More Public and we'll try and get the ball rolling there with the enrollments and seeing what's needed. And with NDIS, I could have a look into that as well for you and see what you're entitled to there for Joseph, because that's what it's there for. It's for these kind of things where they're really able to support in what he might need to go to the audiologist, and these things cost money sometimes as well. So getting those tests done, NDIS should be able to help fund that. So I'll have a
Oh,
look into that for you.
great.
Because as you said, you're concerned, and mum intuition,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Like I know how to sign with him and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he can, even though his hearing impairment severe, it didn't come on till later. So he's got some basics there.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a hearing aid, but he just hates wearing it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So yeah, the support would be good.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so we've got that with Joseph School, and then I'm hearing as well, just while we're on the topic of being social, there's also in the area a place called Jullums, which also is Aboriginal led, and connects women, has women groups as well,
Oh,
medical health
nice,
service, that's bulk billed.
nice.
And they also do different types of family kind of groups and parenting groups there as well. So I'm happy to connect you to them, um and or I could provide the details. It's really up to you. What would you like to do? Me reach out, or would you like to have a look for yourself first?
Oh, I probably just at this stage would like the support. I think because everything's new, I think I'll be all right once I touch base with everybody. But I
Mm-hmm.
think that I would just like a little bit of help at the start.
Yeah, totally. Well,
Yeah.
what I'll do is, I can pass on all their information to you so you understand what it is first, and then you can let me know if you're happy for me to proceed, to gather
Oh,
some more info and
nice.
let them know who
Yeah.
you are and that you're back in the area there as well. Does that sound
Thank you.
okay?
That sounds great. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay,
awesome.
great. All right, so that can lead to so many different social connections there for you as well. And I think it's important how you said, you've been isolated in the past with what's been your situation. So I think with the medical health service for the children and being bulk billed, it's really important as well that, a
Yeah.
lot of things, cost this money and these days. And as you're saying, employment. So
Yeah.
as we're
Yeah.
moving
I need a
into this,
job. Yeah.
um, employment, obviously, as you've spoken about, is really important for you at the moment. So, is there
Yeah.
anything specific you're looking at, or are you just hoping to grab some resources and sources for me to send through and connect with?
So I have got DV training. So I
Okay.
was working in the local area a long time ago, but haven't for
Mhm.
a while as a DV case worker.
Okay.
So yeah, so I've
Wow.
got like a background. So that's why it's been so weird for me. It's been so
Mm-hmm.
weird because I'm like on
Mm-hmm.
the other side now. But I guess it gave me a little bit of, I knew what to do. That's the good thing. And even mum
Mm-hmm.
and dad said that. They said, you knew what to do. And we didn't have to
Mm-hmm.
say anything because I couldn't
Mm-hmm.
talk to them. I've been away from them for so long. But yeah, they made me see I did know what to do. And I feel proud of what I've done. Like I saved for ages to get away. So
Mm-hmm.
I've got some savings that I've stashed away, but that's going
Amazing.
to run out eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So I like I guess I'm thinking about like settling and things like that until I can
Mm-hmm.
get some get a job under my belt.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
I just want to acknowledge, though, when you're speaking as well, like how much strength that you're showing. It's just, yeah, just to be able to get out of that situation, and then, you've connected back with your parents, as you've said, and you're getting Joseph, he's going to get into school, and then your daughter, as I read, in childcare at the moment, might need, I can chat with you about that soon though. And then, you've done some amazing work being in that case, working there as well. So beautiful. So what I'll do is, as I'm thinking about it, the Centrelink, I can have a look at subsidies and entitlements, and if you don't have all the documentation there as well, if I'm able to speak to them on your behalf again as well with your consent, which I'll send all this information through to you anyway,
Oh, that'd be great.
maybe they can make
Yeah.
allowances for knowing
Yeah.
your situation,
Yeah,
and we
because
can
some of
see.
my, yeah, no, I was just going to say some of my stuff got left behind. So,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And that's quite normal in these situations, unfortunately.
Mm.
And it can make it really hard, right? And that's where that isolation comes in that we were talking about earlier. And I'm sure you've kind of discussed a bit of that with your trauma counselor, but everything that you're feeling is completely valid. And as I said, you're just being so proactive. So amazing. So
Oh,
what we'll
thank
do as
you.
well, that's okay, is get that connection to Centrelink, and have a look at those forms and what you're entitled to. And in regards to employment, there's a really great service called Real Futures, Aboriginal led and owned here as well. So what they do is they not only help with employment services, they help with job training, resumes,
Oh,
that type
nice.
of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is amazing because now a lot of things are so tech now,
Yeah, and I haven't got it. Like mum and dad don't have a computer. I haven't
Okay.
got anything with me, and I
Hmm.
can't really afford a new one. So that'd be great
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, well, that's a really kind of great service, where it sounds really culturally connected to what you're interested in, but it's also, you don't have to go straight into it. You can really build up, and they help you build that up as well. So I can give them a call and maybe let them know that you're interested in coming in, and we can set an appointment time.
Nice. Yep. I'm loving it.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Okay, great. And it's not that far at all. These kind of services aren't far from you at all. But if you
Oh,
feel
good.
like you do struggle with getting there, I understand with two children and newly, moved here, we can do flexible appointments as well. So we're really wanting to support
Oh.
you. Yeah.
Oh, that's great because I'm on foot. I haven't got a car. It's public
Okay.
transport or me in the pram.
Yeah, public
Yep,
transport. Yep.
yep.
No worries. We definitely get strong pushing that pram around.
I believe so. I think I'm going to. Oh dear. Shall I
Okay,
learn the bus
beautiful.
routes?
Yeah, yeah. So
Yep.
so I've noted that as well, public transport, and
Yeah.
um I can have a look into that as well, because once we kind of get Centrelink and what you're entitled to, they might give you a healthcare card, which you get subsidy
Oh,
then from public
nice.
transports.
That's great. Yeah, all of
Yeah,
those
so
things are really good.
yeah, they help, don't they? They really
Mm,
do.
mm. Yeah, because I've got to
Yeah.
start all over again, you know. I didn't think I'd be in this position and I thought that I was going to be where I was and that was it, but I just got out. So
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm hearing
yeah,
that relief.
yeah. I'm just so nervous about my family, but like if it doesn't work, I'm trying not to think that way, but if it doesn't work, that's it. There's nothing else. So I've got to make it work. Like I love
Mhm.
mum and dad very much, like they're there for me.
Mhm.
We're strong, but it's just starting all over again, relating to everyone and everything all over again.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, I'm hearing that. It's been a relief to leave, but it's also been a massive shift. And having to start all over again, that's really
Yeah.
tricky to do. But and I think the key thing is those supports there as well. And the fact that you're so willing to reach out and willing to learn and willing to reconnect,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong.
Yeah, thank you. I
Yeah.
just want to do everything I can, like
Yeah.
just yeah, everything I can for the kids. Just make it
Yeah.
work. Be a good mum. Be everything for them. Yep, get it
Mhm.
going.
I can
Yeah,
hear that. That's number
yeah,
one priority. Yeah.
definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Well, I'm just going over here as just your intake form, and I just wanted to ask, do you know if there's any history of any of your medical history here that needs to kind of be on the form? Mental health, physical, anything like that
So
that
no,
you're aware of?
not for me. I had a little bit of trouble there with giving birth to Karen.
Okay.
had like not a cesarean or anything, just a little bit of trouble.
Okay.
But she's good. And then of
Good.
course my boy with his hearing impairment,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It
No worries.
didn't get picked up at birth.
Mm.
But it got picked up not long after, and I just had to try and sneak to appointments away from Damien because he wasn't into that sort of thing. He didn't believe he needed help. I had to constantly in the background just sneak in where I could, seeing local people, not making appointments like so he couldn't know because I knew he needed help, and I had to really battle to get Joe seen. But I managed it. I don't know
Mhm.
how, but I did it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, you
yeah,
did manage it. Yeah. And you're
yeah.
still doing it, and he will thrive with the help that you're getting him.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It was
He
like living
will.
two different lives, hey?
Yeah.
But I'm glad that's over because I can just be me now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's
No.
hard to talk about it all, but yeah.
No, I really appreciate you being so open and honest, and it really helps streamline everything, and no, I appreciate it. I know it can't be easy.
No,
Thank
but
you.
that's all right. It'll get easier, I'm sure. It's
Yeah.
got to.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's one day at a time. One day at a
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's what I got to do, isn't it? Just one step at a time. Because if I
Mm-hmm.
think about like everything all at once, it's too
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you need to reach out to me, or any kind of supports as well, we do have numbers here, and I'll send them through to you, and you can call them 24/7 as well if you think you're a bit, you're
Oh,
getting overwhelmed, or think it's a little bit too much. We have contact numbers here as well, and you can email me with what you need with assistance with. We're here for you. You're not alone.
Oh, thank you. That's really nice. I might take advantage of that. Is that like what sort of support's that? Like at
So there's
home?
an Yeah, there's a number called 1-800 respect.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's a number that you can call 24/7, and it is for women who have got through domestic family violence. And
Oh,
it is
right.
yeah, yeah. And I understand that you're aware of what you've gone through and what you were going through at the time, but I think it's just having someone there on the other end that has an understanding as well. And you can call them anytime, call Indigo here anytime as well. And I can
Oh.
send you through a couple of other numbers there.
Yeah, I'd like a bit of a choice. That'd be really good. I think because like the council I was saying did mention a few things, but when it's all fresh, it all goes over your head.
Yeah.
I'm pleased you brought that up again. I'd like to do that too. That sounds good.
Okay, great. Yeah, well, I'll
Yeah.
I'll send those through. That's no problem as well. So I've got a list of what we've got here, and I thought before we start wrapping up, because I am aware of time,
Okay.
I wanted to just talk about Karen with her
Mm-hmm.
childcare. Um, how's she going there with that? Are you looking to maybe? I was just mentioning this because here at Indigo we have a childcare service here, so
Oh, right.
yeah, I was thinking I could have a look here and maybe do it in referral where we go within our services and see what availability enrollment process there is, if that would be easier for you.
Yeah, that would actually, because this is a lot closer to home for me than the
Okay.
other one where she's going, and they couldn't fit her in much. So I'd like at least 2 days a week. They've only got her in one. Two would be
Okay.
better because then I can start looking for. I want to get like a better house than the public housing I've got to. So I want a day where I can look for jobs and a day where I can do jobs as mum. So, oh yeah, that'd be great because Joe will be in school.
Hmm.
Yeah, that'd be ideal. Yeah, 2 days a week would be perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds like you've got the kids, we'll get them sorted. And then you be able to free up as well to kind of have that flexibility with work days as well. So I
yeah,
think we'll have a look at that 2 days a week for Karen. I'll do it in referral for her here for the childcare. I'll do that enrollment for Joseph. And we've got a few of our goals, and that's what our goals are going to work around. So the kids with their schooling and childcare, making sure we have that inclusive school with the Aboriginal liaison officer to kind of come with you and assist you there with that. We'll organise that. We've got Real Futures for the employment service, so I'll book an appointment on your behalf with your consent, and we can move
yep.
through there. And then what we'll do as well is the social at Jullums as well, which is kind of a bit of all-in-one women's group, health service, social connections, and I will kind of contact them and do that warm referral. And then we've got Centrelink and just seeing what you're entitled to, and that kind of works into the public transport with the entitlements and subsidies. Does that all sound okay so far?
Oh, it sounds great. It feels like I'm in a little bit more control with all of that. That's
Oh, that's
amazing.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
good.
really happy to hear that. That's
Yeah.
great. Is there anything here that you feel like you want to add or change or anything?
Oh, no, nothing I'd change. I mean, all of that sounds good, but I would like to do maybe some courses with like bush tucker. Not now, it might be too much on me at the moment. I
Hmm.
really do want to get a job first, but I'm
Hmm.
thinking maybe, yeah, some bush tucker courses, like a bit of
Beautiful.
like looking after my land. I don't know what's around. That'd be good too.
Amazing. Yeah, it sounds like you really want to connect back to, as we said before, country and your rich
Yeah,
culture and be really
I
a
do.
part of that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really do. Yeah, yeah. I want to
Yeah, I can
learn
hear
a bit
that.
more about the cooking and yeah, get back into it.
Beautiful. That
Yeah.
would be a beautiful thing to pass on to the children as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. Yeah.
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 Okay, great. Well, I don't want to overwhelm you as well. So, I will be checking in with you in the next few days and kind of just to let you know who I've contacted. And I might not hear back straight away, but I will make sure in the next few weeks that we have an idea on our appointment times, and availability for childcare and that type of thing. But before we finish up here, I was just hoping to grab a support person, a contact, someone we can contact, because I did notice just on here as I'm finishing up, I don't have a name on here, and I obviously understand with everything that you've been through, that, your contacts may not be your contacts that they are now. But I was just wondering, is there anyone in your life I can put down that you feel would be okay?
Yeah, my mum. My mum
Mum,
Alinta,
beautiful.
Alinta Craig. She's very, very good.
Okay, Linda
She'll
Craig.
answer straight away too. She's always on the phone.
Okay, beautiful. Yes, she
Always,
loves it, loves a
always
chat.
yarning with the ladies. Yeah, always. Loves it.
Beautiful. Okay, I've got a Linda Craig down there as well. So, um, okay, so we've covered a fair bit. I understand if it's a little bit, but in terms of barriers, are you thinking, do you have any barriers that come to your mind when we're thinking about making these things happen?
Well, I mean, obviously with the employment, I'm a bit nervous about going back to work. I'm a bit
Mm-hmm.
like because it's been so long. I've got like I brought my certificate and everything with me. I managed to get all that out. But I just don't. Yeah, I just think I'm just lack the confidence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as we, and that's completely understandable, with everything that you've been through. So I'm thinking when we're talking about having the Aboriginal liaison that works with Indigo Community Services and Health Hub assist you with Joseph at the school, perhaps if you feel like you want that more, a little bit of backing and confidence to walk into Real Futures, perhaps we could also arrange that if that will make you feel more comfortable.
Yeah, that would, because I think, yeah, when we're talking, when you mentioned barriers, I started thinking about the things I've got to do ahead of me and yeah, the confidence maybe.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I can hear that it's a little bit of a concern for you, but must acknowledge how confident you come across here today in knowing what you
Uh,
want. And as I said, that resilience and strength that you've shown, you're really looking to move forward and have a beautiful future with the kids. So it sounds like you really do know what you want, you know.
yeah, well, I thank you. I've been, talking with the trauma counselor, we talked a little bit about that sort of stuff and she said a few little things to me like that and it made me realize that like this is my power
Mm-hmm.
over what's happened to me. And
Mm-hmm.
I used to help and support people like me, and I never thought
Mm-hmm.
I'd be in this space.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's my thing now. I'm taking control.
Yeah. Then it sounds like you are. And it sounds like when you're speaking about that empowerment, you sound empowered by the decisions that you've been making and you'll continue to make. And that you said earlier on in the session, you're being you. You just get to be you.
Yeah,
That must
yeah,
feel like
that
a relief.
it does. It feels so good because I just haven't been able to be me for so long, and that I keep
Mhm,
saying that a lot, but that's what like keeps coming out. It's just
mhm.
well, every time something new happens, I'm like, oh, I can do that. I can do that now. I can do this. Like,
Yes.
oh, yep,
So when you were talking about confidence moving into real futures, you're actually building it every day, right? By doing these things that feel difficult. And then, as you've said, you feel more and more, I can do that, I can do that. And that's confidence. And it sounds like
yeah,
it's starting to
yeah,
really work for you.
yeah. It is. I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Cathy, for being so open and honest, as I said before. And I really acknowledge how hard it is to be, even show up. And yeah, you're doing that and more with everything that you've been through. And as long as you're feeling safe, that's our number one, and the children are feeling safe. That's the number one. As you said, you're with mum and dad. And as I said, you're not alone. So I'm going to organize all of that and check in with you in the next few days to see how you're going.
Oh,
Um, but I just wanted to check before we wrap up here. How did you find this session? How did you find today with me?
oh, a relief.
Oh,
Absolute
good.
relief. Like I at the start I was like, oh, I've got so much to think about, and now I'm like, oh, I'm in my head. I'm ticking them all off. It feels great.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
I feel a
really
lot better than
glad.
I did it before I came in.
Oh, that's brilliant. And that's our job here. You know, we're here to help you and assist you. And if you feel like you want to make any changes along the way or add anything, you just let me know and I'll facilitate that for you.
Oh, thank you. I love that. Thank you so much for today. It's been awesome.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Kath. I look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you. Bye,
Thank you.
Bianca.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.